Well, hello, and welcome back to another Hookster Talks live in your living room right now on a Thursday evening. How are you all doing today? Fantastic. And of course, we've got our usual guests on the show. Yes, it's Mr. TB Bear. Wait a minute. Where is Mr. TB Bear? TB? TB? Where's he gone? Wait a minute. Hang on a minute, everyone. Hang on a minute. What's going on here? Let me pan the camera up a little bit. TB, what are you doing with Groogoo? What are you doing? Is that bumming or cuddling? I'm not quite sure. I don't. No. We don't need to see this, do we? Really? No. TB, stop it, you naughty bear. He's only been here a week and already you're performing things with. Oh no, Groogoo, no, I can't. I just can't. Hang on, I'll be back in a second. I'll have to go get him. No, this is too much. TB, come here, you little bastard. Oh God, what are you doing with Groogoo? Are you all right, Groogoo? What's that? Hang on. Wants to tell me something. What? Hang on. Let me get back in the chair. Hang on a minute. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, here we are. Oh, got to get the framing right, Dave. Get the framing right. Make it a bit professional, Dave. Make it a bit professional, you know. Don't forget, Arava's watching. Arava's watching. Make it a bit professional. Here he is, everyone. Everyone's favourite bear. It's the TB bear. TB bear, we love TB. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Well, we did, apart from last week, when in actual fact we love Groogoo now. Yes. Bloody, I can't. Where is he? Here he is. Look. Hang on. I've got to stick my hand in his bottom. Stop it. Don't encourage me. I don't need any encouragement whatsoever. So please don't. Here he is, everyone. Here's me coughing. Here's Groogoo. Hello, Groogoo. Yes. How have you been this week? Says he's been very well, thank you. Apart from being molested by TB Bear. I know. I do apologise. I know you've only been here a week, but it's okay. I'm sure you won't have to call social services. Not this week, anyway. Maybe next week. Yes. So there's Groogoo, everyone's favourite little baby Yoda. Yes. If anyone doesn't know who Groogoo is or Baby Yoda, then you need to watch The Mandalorian. Yes, it's on Disney Plus, don't you know? Not that I got Disney Plus, but I do manage to obtain it sometimes. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So there he is. There is little baby Yoda himself in his little spaceship. Look, his little spaceship as well. Look, oh dear, the hand, Dave, the hand. Oh my God, that makes it worse now, Dave. That's it. Come on, make it look real. Make it at least look real. Yes, he says yes. Make it at least look real. So there you go. There is Groogoo. Yes, everyone's favourite baby Yoda. Anyway, let's put you over there, Groogoo. Just for a minute. And I suppose we better bring back this naughty bear. Haven't we, TB? Yes. Hang on. Happy face. See if we can get it right. Happy face. Sad face. Happy face. Sad face. There he is. Oh, I love you, TB. Come here. Oh. Oh, 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 oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Anyway, let's put TB up there. So, did you all enjoy the Formula 1 race on Sunday? I did. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Wasn't a spectacular race by any stretch of the imagination, but it was decent. It had some good stuff going on, and so there you go. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Let's see if there's anyone in the chat. before we continue. Now, you may have seen the title of this video about Sebastian Vettel, so we're going to talk about that in a moment. Let's have a look and see if there's anyone in the chat. Oh yes, we have two people. We have Pinal Pessy. Well, welcome along, sir, to the chat, Mr. Pinal Pessy. I'm sure I've heard that name somewhere before. I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure I have. He says, Aston Martin, the only team that haven't scored points this season so far. Who would have thought it? Yes, I do agree, Mr. Pinal Pessy. Who would have thought Aston Martin, especially after 2019, was it 2019 when they copied the Mercedes, and they did very, very well at their copy-paste job, but there you go. Who would have thought that they had no points? Will F1 is in the stream, everyone. Yes, Will F1 is in the stream. Yes, long-time supporter of the channel gets a special TB wave as well. There he goes. There he goes. Yes. He says, I think the Lawrence Stroll is having too much influence on behind the scenes, which is putting pressure on the staff. Yeah, I agree. But what are you going to do, Will, when your dad's the boss? What are you going to do? You know, there's not a lot of leeway there, is there, when your dad's the boss, you know? He's going to listen to his son, isn't he, over what real engineers are telling him, unfortunately. He really shouldn't be listening to his son. He should be listening to his engineers because they know a lot more about the car than Mr. Stroll does. Yes. But anyway, if he takes a step back, I think they'll start doing much better. Yeah, I agree with you there as well. I think if he does take a step back, I think that Aston Martin will do better. But with all that's going on in that team, as I've said before, it just looks like a complete shit show. It really does, a shit show in that team at the moment. It's like the Mary Celeste, if anyone remembers that, the ship that they found adrift with no one on board. That's what Aston Martin seems like. It seems like no one seems to know which direction to go, and they're just heading off in all directions. Yes, completely rudderless. There's no one at the wheel. That's the problem. There's no one at the wheel, apart from, of course, Daddy Stroll. But Daddy Stroll he's not the right person for the job. He really isn't. He's all about money and acquisitions and stuff like that. He doesn't know really anything about running a Formula One team. I mean, he only inherited the team off of Force India anyway, didn't he? He didn't build that team up from scratch, did he? Like other people have done in the past. He just inherited it by buying it. So he doesn't really know much about how to run an F1 team. So yeah, I think he really needs to take a step back, get someone in there who knows how to run the team, and try and see if they can salvage something out of this year. But personally, it's going to be a shit show. It really is. Because you can't suddenly bring in people and get that all running in a very short space of time. So for this year, Aston Martin, I think, are well out of it. Well out of it. And who would have thought you'd have Williams beating Aston Martin? Who would have thought that? I know, it's ridiculous. But yes, at the moment, Williams are doing better than Aston Martin. So I don't know what the solution is there, to be honest. But I say, at the moment, it's just hopeless. Okay, so the talking point of the video is the title, which is it all over for Sebastian Vettel? Well, I have to say, I'm a great fan of Sebastian Vettel. Always have been since his Red Bull days. But watching him right now is very, very painful indeed. In fact, it's edging towards cringeworthy. It really is. And I just can't do it right now. I just really can't. He's not even driving that car. He's not. He's just in full survival mode. He's just literally trying to get through the race, get to the end, and move on to the next one. I say that there is no driving coming from Sebastian Vettel whatsoever, because you can clearly see it. He's not happy. I know he had COVID, but he did sort of spend a few more days away than possibly he should have done. But none the more for that. He just seems completely at odds with that car. He really does. He just cannot get to grips with it. I mean, Lance Stroll's doing a little bit better, but not really by much. But it's just seems to be one disaster after another. They're constantly crashing, which is always a bad sign of the team when your car is constantly crashing, whether it's because of your errors or anything else. It's always a bad sign. And of course, we got the qualifying incident as well, which I'll probably go into in a minute with Dom if I can get him on the phone, which it just doesn't bear thinking about, really, does it? How that can even happen. But yeah, so for Sebastian Vettel, I'm finding it very, very painful to watch. And my personal opinion is that he should hang his helmet up and call it a day. Look at it like this. He's not going to suddenly jump out of Aston Martin and go into another competitive team at this point in the season. That's not going to happen. No one's going to take you on because contracts have been signed. So what's he going to do? Is he going to struggle in that car, 15th position finishes for the rest of the season? I know he's probably under contract, but there's always a clause in the contract where you can get out of it. And I think Seb needs to step down now. He needs to step down. None of this is Seb's fault. This is just the culmination of years. Basically, the abuse that he had at Ferrari, which was, we all know what happened, the Ferrari situation. People have just been constantly pounding him down like he's sitting on top of sand, and someone's getting a big hammer and keeps bashing him on the head, and he's slowly sinking into the sand. This is what's been happening to Seb for the past few years. And I think he's reached that point now where he really needs to call it a day, because he's not going to get at Aston Martin anywhere up the field. I doubt he's ever going to finish 10th, to be honest. So what is the point? What is the motivation for Seb? Because at the moment, I can't see any motivation whatsoever. And he just looks, his body language, everything else about him, his demeanour, the way he's walking around, he just looks like a broken man. And when you reach that stage, you really, really need to just step down and say, no, I'm done. I'm really done. And that's what I think should happen with Sebastian Vettel. He should get out of that shit show at Aston Martin and say, no more. I'm done with all this. Let them get on with it. Let them completely collapse, which I fear is going to happen before the end of the year. They'll just implode, because Daddy Stroll is not going to be happy with no point finishes, because there's no money. There's no money. So he's spending money, but he's not making any money. He's making no money at all at the moment. And that is not how Daddy Stroll operates. So there's going to be problems there. There's going to be problems. So yeah, Sebastian should just step down and say, okay, I've given it a go, which he has done. He's given it a go, but I'm out. I'm out. And I think people will respect him more for doing that than to actually carry on in that absolute shit show of a car, which is just, it's horrible. It just, it looks horrible when it's driving along. I mean, not the livery. I like the livery. The livery's beautiful. But the actual car itself, it just looks such a handful. It really does. So yeah, I think Seb should just step down. Matthew D'Souza says, John Higgins versus, what the hell is that name? Is it Fepchaya Unnun? Did I get that right? First round of Snooker World Championship. I'm so excited. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Now listen here, young man. Now listen here. I used to be an avid snooker watcher. Yes, back in the day, 1987, Dennis Taylor versus Steve Davis. Yes, that final. That was on at the Easter weekend. Look it up on Google. That got the most viewing figures of any snooker match, I think, ever. And it ran all the way till Easter Monday. And on Easter Monday, they spent about 3 hours trying to pot a black ball. Honestly, they were down to the last black. And it took them like, it wasn't 3 hours, but it felt like 3 hours. It really was. All the programmes that were on the TV, because it was on the BBC, I don't know what it's on now. Is it still on BBC? Might be, I don't know. But it was on the BBC back then. All the programmes had to be shunted around because of this snooker final between Steve Davis. Yes, the great man himself, Mr. Interesting. and it all went down to the last black ball. If you have a look on Google, Matt, you'll see that match is probably on YouTube somewhere, or the last sort of 5 minutes of it. But the last 5 minutes doesn't indicate how long it did last. It wasn't 3 hours, but it was on for a very, very long time. And I was on the ceiling. I was hanging by my fingernails off the ceiling. Yes, because every time they just went to pot this, I mean, you'd think it's only one ball, should be easy, but it was the pressure. The pressure was on, and none of them could pot this black ball. It was going all over the table, but not in the pocket. And it was just, And when it was finally over, I said, I'm sorry, I can't do that again. Because in my mind, I was thinking to myself, nothing's ever going to top that now. So why continue? So that's unfortunately what happened. And my sort of interest in snooker started to wane up to that point, whereas I don't even watch it anymore. But yeah, it was a great moment. And I was glad that I was there. That was snooker at its pinnacle. And I was really happy that I was around to see it, because it was great. Literally, I was like that on me chair. I was going, pot the fucking ball! And that was back in the 80s. So there you go. Hello, Mr. Helium Trophy. Want the stream? He says, unknown. Oh no. That's it. Oh, did I get the first bit right then? Tep Chachia. Oh no. I don't know. Probably not. Hello, Mr. J0210. No. J02T94R. I got it right this time. It's very hard to see. I'm only on a little tiny tablet, but yeah. Dennis Taylor, he of the upside down glasses. Yes, indeed. I've never tried that, actually. It doesn't help. No, because the arms are up that way. I presume Mr. Dennis Taylor had the arms the other way around. But yeah, that's I have to say actually that it looks very weird, and I can't see properly. So these glasses must be made to only go up that way. So I'll do a Dennis Taylor here. I'm Dennis Taylor. I can't do the voice. I just look like a lunatic. No change there then. So there you go. Helium Trophy says it is. Ah, good. It is. Good. He's got his own electro crack rock band. Steve Davis. Yes, Mr. Steve Interesting Davis. I did used to love how they used to take the piss out of him on Spitting Image. They just had him. They had him down to a T. They really did. Steve Davis. That was just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And the funny thing was, they always complained about how much how he spoke in monotone and how he, wasn't very interesting. But as soon as he sort of left the sport and started commentating, he suddenly became really interesting, and he was a really good commentator. It was very strange indeed. I think basically because he was in such a precious situation that he was very serious and intense, and wanting to get on with the job. And as soon as he, or unfortunately, as soon as he became no good and he became a commentator, he really sort of relaxed, and his true personality, which was always there, started to come out. So it was great to see. Yeah, I was very sad to actually witness Steve Davis in his last years, and that was sad, where he started dropping down the rankings and he ended up right down the bottom, but he was still competing, and I actually used to still watch his matches, and yeah, it wasn't great to see. But there you go. Happens to us all. Matthew D'Souza says, snooker is so much more competitive these days. Don't know why people don't watch it. Too many other sports getting attention. I agree. If there was anyone in snooker that I was supporting, I'd probably be still watching it now, but unfortunately there isn't. But yeah, I do agree. Snooker, it is really exciting. Yeah. Here's a fascinating fact. Every Friday, what's the day? It's Thursday. Every Friday night, I used to play snooker above my local Burton's menswear store. Yes, in my high street. Yes, there was a snooker club above the Burton's. I won't say where it is, but above the Burton's menswear store. I used to go there every Friday night and play snooker. Yes. I wasn't very good, but I liked to give it a go because obviously they had proper tables and that was great. I actually did have a snooker table at home, one of the old 6 foot by 3 foot tables. Yes, that's as big as I could fit in one of the rooms in the house. Unfortunately, you couldn't get any bigger if you're in a standard sort of house which has got 12 by 12 rooms. It's very difficult to get bigger tables. I did actually get a 8 by 4. At one point, I remember I did get an 8 by 4 snooker table, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good because the cue used to hit the wall, and so it was very difficult to do some of the shots. So I had to sort of give up on that and stick with a 6 by 3. But the 8 by 4 was really good for a while. It's a really good table as well, and I did enjoy it. But unfortunately, as I say, the cue used to keep hitting the walls, so you couldn't really play properly. It was a shame. Real shame. But yeah, so I used to play snooker, not professionally, not even amateurly. I used to play snooker very, very badly. But as I say, every Friday night I was above the Burton's menswear store, yes, in my local hometown, and I played snooker every Friday night. So there you go. So I was quite dedicated to the cause of snooker. Between that and Paris-Roubaix is mega. I quite agree. Steve Davis and Dennis Taylor are legendary commentators. Yes, they are. Yeah, they are. You missed my comment about TB. Did I? Hang on, let me scroll down. You're quite right, I did. TB, part of the main event today, rather than end up on the shelf where green thing belongs. I know, if anyone saw my video the other day when I was saying about EA delisting the games, it was completely accidental. I just had TB up behind me. That's where I put him when I'm not broadcasting. I just chuck him up there. And unfortunately, I forgot to move him before I started the recording. Because that recording came in very, very... In fact, it was 7:30 in the morning when I recorded that. I'd literally just been trying to find this F1 2019 and I was just infuriated. And it was 7:30 in the morning. I went, I'm just going to make a quick video. So I literally just put the camera on and started recording. And I forgot that I'd just got TB chucked up on that shelf again. And Matthew noticed. So thanks for that. And thanks for the views. That's doing quite well, that video, I have to say. So thanks for that. Always great to see that the message gets shared about, because I don't think a lot of people actually knew that is what's happening at the moment with the old F1 game. So it's great to see. So share it with everyone and get the message out there. And, if you're interested in old F1 games, buy them quickly because they're disappearing, as it looks like they are. Helium says, I'll be seeing him live supporting Magnum in Manchester. Yes! Manchester! Get up there. It's going to be weird seeing him in a non-snooker context. Yes, indeed. Matthew says, it is scary that I also play on Friday nights with my dad and have a 6-foot table at home. There you go, Matt. There you go. Yep. There you go. Yep. Yeah, it was always... I don't know what the thing is about Friday nights, but it always seems to be... That seems to be the night where you play snooker, innit? A Friday night. That's what it was for me anyway, as I say. Above the Burton's menswear store. Yes. Also, you should do nice trousers in there as well. But obviously not at night. You couldn't go in there at night. No, because that would be classed as breaking and entering. Yeah, because it was a store and they shut at 5, and I didn't get there. The snooker played till about 11, something like that. I used to get there about 7 o'clock and play snooker till 11:30. Those were the days. Those were the days. Ah, yes. Hello, Mr. JW97. He says, if Vettel does retire, at least we get an indication of his next career path, judging from Friday practice. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes. MotoGP winner. That would be great, wouldn't it? the other thing about Sebastian is the way that everything seems to be annoying him lately, and that's also not good for your, you know, your dedication to being in Formula One, especially when he got fined that 5,000 whatever it was dollars for riding his scooter. He was really pissed off about that. And then he had to start saying about where's all this money going to? Where's the 45 grand that Max Verstappen got fined for touching Lewis Hamilton? And it's true. Where is that money going? Where is it? I mean, if it's just a fine, then you're fining someone for something, that should surely go to some kind of charitable organisation, shouldn't it? Because the FIA have imposed the fine, but, you know, what are they going to do with the 45 grand? I mean, you know, that's stupid, isn't it? They should just give that to charity. Give it to charity. That's what I say. But I expect they're keeping it for themselves because that's what they're like. The FIA, that's what they're like. But yeah, they should just pass it off and give it all to charity. Any money that's made in that situation, because it's just a fine, isn't it? It's like a parking fine, isn't it? Really, just on a larger scale. It's just they should give that money to charity. But as it's the FIA, of course they won't. Of course they won't. No. Helium says, well, you know, Hookster, women in lycra on a bike. Me likey. I always thought that was the greatest invention of the 21st century. Yeah. You can forget all your weapons of mass destruction. You can forget anything else on the world that's supposedly been a good invention. I always thought lycra was, for women, is quite possibly the greatest invention of the 21st century. Yes. I think we're topped now, and nothing can top that. No, it's just brilliant. It really is. Just absolutely brilliant. Anyway, let's move on before YouTube takes me off the air. I was thinking more delivery person for Deliveroo. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yes. Maybe that could be Seb's next job. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I've been rambling on for 31 minutes now, according to my OBS timer. So let's see if we can bring in the star. I was about to say the star of the show. That's not true. That's not true. No, that's not true at all. As my tablet's just about to fall on top of me. Tablet, stop it! It's falling all over the place. Let's put you up there a minute. Go up there, Mr. Tablet. Are you going to stay up there? Okay. Right, let's see if we can bring in. I don't know why I said star of the show. I mean, that just isn't true at all. Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. He's up there. Please bear with me. This is all done manually, as I've said many times before. Yes, I haven't got hour quality stuff here, you know. I would really like to talk about However, because there's something that's I really need to get off my chest, but I won't, don't worry. But it's just very, very funny to me, but there you go. Right, let's see if... we have any joy. Hello? Now, he's Canadian, so God knows what he could be doing right now. You know what those Canadians are like. He could be doing anything. Absolutely anything. Ah, dear. So look at the messages. Vettel, 2023, 24, 25, 26 MotoGP champion. I quite agree. JW97 says, what do you mean? The Rowan Yorkshireman is a star. Stop it now. Stop it. You get such an ego. I mean, his ego's big enough now. It's huge, in fact. Absolutely. I know, I've seen it. It's huge. His ego is absolutely huge. So just don't give him the opportunity to make his head grow any bigger. Will says, get Araver on. Look, Will, I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. Okay? Listen, he's looked at my email 3 times, so I'm sure he's thinking about it. I'm sure he's thinking about it. Really. I'm sure he's thinking about it. So, who knows? Who knows? This bloody Canadian's not here, is he? Matthew says, Dom is a good cook, ignore the haters. I know, I know. In the words of Murray, it's the Canadian. Yes, it is. Oh dear, he's hit the Canadian. The moaning Yorkshire, oh God. See, just as I mentioned huge egos, what happens? Josh turns up. It's amazing. Just as I mentioned huge egos, Josh turns up. He says, you're going to ring me now, Dave. Dom ain't picking up. Dom is still getting overqualified. Yeah, this is probably why he's not picking up. He's probably still crying in the bushes, like Mick Hakkinen in 1999. He's probably still crying in the bushes, and he's saying, no, don't talk to me. I'll tell you what though, it is ringing for a very long time. Usually it cuts off after about a minute. So maybe there's a problem with connecting to Canada, I don't know. But we'll persevere until it cuts us off, because as I say, it will cut off eventually. Anyway, there he is, everyone. He's not here on the show, but you can see his picture. There he is with his little Daisy. Yeah, little stinky baby as he calls it. Don't go there. Just don't go there, okay? Just leave it. Leave it. He's happy. That's all that matters. He's happy. Doesn't matter about anything else in the world. He's got a stinky baby and he's happy. That's all you got to worry about. Just don't start criticising the fact that he calls his dog stinky baby. Just leave it. He's happy. He's happy. Look at his little face. Look at his little face on that picture. See that? See that little face on his picture? You don't want to interfere with that. You don't want to interfere with that. Just leave. He's happy. Just leave him. He's fine. You won't be bloody fine if you don't pick up the bloody phone in a minute. I can't understand why it's still ringing. Okay. It's over, Dominic. Your chance at fame has gone. It's gone. That's pretty unusual. It says he was active 15 minutes ago, so he was about. Perhaps he's in the car or something and he couldn't get to the phone. Anyway, we'll have to try someone else then, won't we? Who else should we try? In fact, I want to try 2. Let's see if I can get it on here. Okay, let's give this a try. See if anyone picks up. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hang on, I've got to put my headphones on because I can't hear you. La 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 la. Come here, you stupid headphones. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
What's your name?
My name
Yes.
is Joshy Stoggs.
Hello, Joshy Stocks. Are you lost?
Yeah, clearly. I'm ended up on your stream again for the second week running.
I know. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Well, just to let you know, Josh, you are here right now because I couldn't get hold of anyone else.
I gathered you rang Dom for over 5 minutes, and
Yes.
I kind of got the feeling that he's ringing me now, so I'm the you'll do second part.
That's it. You got it. But I've
So-
actually rung Jamie as well, and he's not answering. And someone else, I can't remember who it was, and they haven't answered either.
Terrible.
So that's it. No one wants to talk on Hookster Talks anymore. It's just I'll have to up the wages. That's all. Up the wages, and then perhaps I'll get them on. But there you go.
Yeah, well, I've clearly got the smallest feet. Oh dear.
Oh, steady on, steady on. Hey, we can't have any live dial on Hookster Talks.
I've just got all excited being on stream, Dave. It's unbelievable.
I know. Just, are you okay? Do you need medical attention?
Oh, I've needed medical attention for years, not just with a cough.
That's true. That's true. Oh, we're all right then. Right, let's go to the chat and see what we got here. Blimey, lots of messages.
Oh, you're popular tonight, Dave.
Well, it makes a change. Makes a change. Oh, hello. Wait a minute. We've got someone else in. Someone else has joined. It's the man himself. There he is. There's. Just to let you know, Jamie, that you were also one of the ones that I picked because I couldn't find anyone else. So be proud of that.
Oh, right, yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't.
Just so you know, Jamie, he rang you before me, so you're higher up the list.
Oh yes, I did. I
Of course
did.
I am. I'd be disappointed if that wasn't the case.
Although he rang Dom first.
Oh, fuck him.
See? That's what I said.
This is the thing, though. I wanted a Canadian's view of what happened at the last weekend with the two Canadians. That what happened, and he's not here. Do you think that he's deliberately not picking up because he's still off crying the bushes because of what happened?
Probably.
Probably.
It wouldn't matter if you asked him because he doesn't watch it anyway.
That's true. He pretends he watches it. I bet you he watches that 5-minute highlights that Formula One does on the YouTube, doesn't he? I bet that's all he watches. Just when
yeah, the uploads on the Tuesday afternoon.
That's it. Yeah, and it's only 5 minutes long. I bet that's what he watches. And he
listens. But to be fair though, those race highlights that they do are the highlights that you never saw in the race anyway because they didn't bother showing them. Like the Albon and Zhou battle after Albon pitted. We didn't see that. We didn't see that in the race live, but we put it on YouTube.
Wow. Yeah, I've never watched those. I've never watched those highlights, so I don't know what goes on.
Just usually on the Sky Sports F1 channel, they just post them on Facebook and YouTube. Right.
Right. That's what I use. I use watching mainly on Facebook.
Because you like Josh just said, you just see little bits that you didn't necessarily see in the race. So.
Okay, so
David Frozen then.
Yeah.
So Matt in the chat says Dom is a good cook. Ignore the haters. Well, I don't know about that, Josh. After his chicken last week,
No, I mean who just has chicken on its own?
I know it's weird, isn't it? It must be a Canadian thing. Yeah, last week, Jamie, we just.
I think it's just a Dom thing. He's just a bit weird.
He came up on the stream and he was just eating this chicken, and that's all he was eating. There was nothing else with it. It was just like breaded chicken, and it was it looked horrible, didn't it?
It looked shite. The chicken was like pink, but not as in raw pink, more like overcooked pink, and I don't know how that was possible.
Well,
that sounds like a Joe thing, and then Dom copying Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But failing at it.
Yeah. How was your race on Monday? I missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was lonely. Like, Dustin complains about being lonely, but after lap 1, I didn't see anyone. Brent finished 20 seconds ahead of me. I finished 45 seconds ahead of Don. And to prove how lonely I was, even when I came round to lap Randy, he pitted. So I didn't even get to overtake him. I literally didn't see another car after lap 1. But it were P5, so I'll take that.
I had that. I can't remember what race it was. One of the ones that you didn't turn up a few weeks ago. Yeah, I had exactly the same thing. And I end up getting bored and usually sticking it in a wall or something.
Yeah, it was Singapore as well, so I was lucky I didn't really lose concentration.
But yeah, no, that's exactly the sort. Like, I used to do it on purpose all the time. I think probably before you started racing, that I'd get so bored that because I was like caught in the middle. We didn't have so. I don't think Brent was racing then either.
Yeah, so
you basically have like Ollie used to race more. You'd have Ollie, Nick, Joe, Dom. And then there'd be me massively behind them. And then there'd be another big gap. I used to get so bored and just purposely crash my car into a wall and go, oh, fuck, oh, I binned it. Oh, shit.
Oh, no. See you later, lads.
Yeah. I've done it so many times. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's probably the first time I've admitted doing that. But
yeah. The annoying thing is, though, like, when we first got, like, 2020, I was, like, racing around with Dustin and Dave and Matt. But then, like, I've kind of just, because I've been playing it more often, just gradually got better. But I've got better to the stage now where I'm bored. It's like, can I just be crap again? Like, you can't undo what you've learned. And it annoys me because I'd sooner finish 7th and have a fight for it than finish 5th and be bored, you know?
You have got quicker. I noticed it, like, weeks ago. Like,
yeah, but I've not, it's just, like, just because of how long we've been racing now, you know?
Yeah, but I think, because I think like one race I come back and I think you out-qualified me and then I couldn't keep up with you. And then...
that was Zampol, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I even said to Ollie, I was like, I think like, me and Ollie were talking about it a couple of days later. I was like, did you see that? I was like, what the fuck is all that about? But fair play to you. Like, I've played it for years and I don't play it enough, to be fair, to get it. I've just like stayed the same for years.
Well, that's it. I've got to a level now where I just cannot get any faster. That is me now. But I'm not fast enough to catch up to the likes of Brent and that, and when Ollie races and stuff. But I'm quicker than everyone behind now, which is it's good when you race and when I'm there because we're quite evenly matched on most circuits now. So
yeah,
if you race, it makes a battle.
I think you're quicker than me now. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know because Brazil were always close.
No, you still got me in that race the other week. You was like,
but the race, the last season previous, you got me.
Yeah, that was like I say, the last season previous. I would say in general, like I don't know, 7 out of 10 races I was quicker than you. But now, that's what I noticed. Like you've gone like that. You've gone well above me. I can't keep up with you most races now.
Yeah, Brazil, though, you were unlucky because you had the shit pit stop with the double stack. That's where you lost your time because you lost DRS.
It would have been closer, that race. But, other than that, I can't remember. There was another race. I can't remember what it was.
Hungary, we were really close. That was start of this season, just gone.
Oh, that was a good race, actually.
That was a good race. That was for the podium in the end because Dom binned it.
Oh, yeah, because I binned it and then he binned it after.
Yeah, that was it, and you finished ahead of him. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember.
So come on, Dave. What you got for us? What topics have you got for us? We're just talking about ERL.
Oh, it's same as usual, Joss. Absolutely nothing.
I know. It's a Hookster Talks without any general direction, is it? Really?
Well, that's pretty much me all over. Yeah. No direction.
You know what you should do, Dave?
Yep.
You should invite Billy the Quid round.
I should do. Oh, that was so funny. That was. If anyone doesn't know on the internet, near where I live, we have a sort of semi-famous. I don't know what you'd call him, Jamie. pickpocketer, general, whatever.
I don't know. Yeah,
Like a bit of a lout.
Yeah,
Just a bit of a.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
he's probably older than Dave.
yeah,
Oh, really?
he probably is. Yeah, he probably is. But he got the nickname Billy the Quid because he used to walk up to people and go, "All right, mate, give us a quid, give us a quid, give us a quid. Come on, mate, I'll pay you back, give us a quid." And that's all the time. And unfortunately, he lives very close to near where I am. Now, for years, he used to go to like the local town centre and he used to bother people in there, but he got banned from that. So he comes back to where I live now. So I was round the local shop the other day, and he was in there. It was so funny. It's just hard to describe. He's quite possibly the worst human being on the planet, to be honest, because he's like a greasy, slimy snake. I was standing at the till with my card, trying to put my card in and trying to put my PIN number into the card, and he was standing behind me trying to see what my PIN number was. So I had my hand over the top of the card reader trying to hide it. And it's just the way he slides around behind you, and you're always going like that.
Fucking hell.
Oh, he's horrible. It's horrible. He's just like a greasy little snake. He really is. But yeah, he's semi-famous. There was a rapper, wasn't there, Jamie, who's done a song about him or something, isn't there? Only a local bloke.
It's not a song about him. There is like a local rapper who...
Like a reference to him.
Yeah.
He's actually in the video.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's in the video. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
But yeah.
It's just funny because I only know of him because he hangs around like Chatham train station and that as well.
Yeah.
I heard of him like years and years ago, but never really seen him. And I sort of knew who he was. And then I see him at Chatham Station the other week, and that's when I said to Dave about him. And Dave was like, "Yeah, of course I know him."
Yeah.
But the best laugh about that was
proven Dave hangs about at the local shop with him at 7 a.m.
I know. The best laugh about that was it was 7 o'clock in the morning. I just come out of the shop, and there was 4 people hanging outside the shop, absolutely drunk as skunks. Absolute, they're literally like that, and it's 7 a.m.
Their bender's still staffed. Their bender's still happening from the previous night. That's what's happening.
That's what that is. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah. Still going on.
Bloody hell. Only famous. Well, we didn't have famous for us. Like the famous local bloke was a guy called Mucky Dicky, was his nickname, and he basically just used to be this bloke that wore this really, really discoloured high-vis jacket, and he used to pretend he were a traffic warden. Really weird. He used to direct traffic and all sorts, just at the bottom end of Dennerby, like a T-junction. He used to be there, and people obeyed him. Like, in this really horrible high-vis jacket. I mean, it was more brown than green, and he used to pretend he were a traffic warden, going up to cars, going, "You can't park there, mate. Can't park there. You can't park there." All right. And he used to direct traffic with his hands like that.
That's brilliant.
That's what...
Like Mucky Dicky.
That's what I say, though. If you put a high-res jacket on, people do listen to you, don't they? I mean, if you're the police...
Regardless of what colour it was or supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah, if you're the police, I'm not listening to you, mate. But you put your high-res jacket on, it's like, oh, yes, certainly.
Yeah.
I'll give you 50 quid, here you are.
Yeah.
I have his jacket and a fucking... Just stick some shitty lanyard round your neck with a card in it. And
you've sussed it.
That's
and
it.
a clipboard.
Yeah, you've got it.
You're there.
There used to be that guy, didn't there, that just used to do that, put like a little high-vis vest on, a clipboard and a hard hat or something. And he used to get into like Alton Towers and also just used to walk through.
Yeah.
Weren't that Dom Johnson that he used to do that?
He used to do it, yeah, but there was another guy that was like proper taking it to the extreme. He literally was like, "All right, mate, I'm into some maintenance." "All right, no worries, which ride?" "Oh, the big one." Like, "Oh, yeah, no worries, mate, it's over here. And they used to like physically take him to the ride. He's like, "Yeah, cheers, mate, I just need to go on it and test it. Is that all right?" They used to literally just let him on.
Brilliant.
Fair play to him. I've not got the balls to do something like that. I'd get caught me. I just look guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, I'd like just start laughing or something.
Yeah, yeah, I get to ride it like, I've got you. I'll go out now and pay.
Oh, I don't know. But Good Friday tomorrow. Everyone's off work apart from me. Brilliant.
Oh God, it's not that good then, is it? It's just Friday for you.
Yeah, absolute shit. All I keep seeing is people going on about 4-day weekend. Lucky fucking you.
Yeah.
I ain't doing no work tomorrow. I'm gonna take myself to London Bridge and stand there for about 3 hours, and then come home.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
Not wrong with that.
that's it. But Dave's frozen again.
Yeah, Dave's just
No,
paused.
I'm still here. I'm just reading.
You've got a really good habit of not moving at all, though. To be fair, I mean,
Have
even
I?
if I was not talking, I'll still move.
Yeah,
But you're
Have I?
literally just.
still, I think the screen's frozen.
Hang on. I'll see if I can do it again.
Look, it does, doesn't it? It genuinely looks like it's froze. God, that could be a talent, that, Dave.
That could be a talent. Yeah, an untapped talent that I never knew I had.
Yeah.
I could call me Screen Freeze Man.
Screen freeze. There you go.
You could do thingy, couldn't you, Dave? You could do the old modelling, stand on the pillar.
Yes.
Yes. There you go.
I could do that.
Might have to get you a seat, but
That's true.
what was you talking about on Hookster Talks, Dave?
I
come on, Dave.
started the show with the great man himself, Mr. Sebastian Vettel, and his future, which I think he's in doubt at the moment.
I think his future at Aston Martin's in doubt, but someone else will pick him up.
Yeah, I think maybe Williams would have him, actually. I think that'd be a good move.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he could, well...
Get rid of Latifi. I think Vettel and Albon would be a good pairing there.
help him develop the car a bit, wouldn't he?
Yeah, but having said that, I have got a little bit more sympathy with the Aston Martin drivers now, and I didn't think I'd ever say that, because there was footage after the checkered flag fell with Lance Stroll coming in on the cool-down lap, and he kept taking his hand off the steering wheel, and the car was just fucking turning where it wanted. I'll see if I can find the video clip.
I'll probably look for that myself as well. I ain't seen
It was genuine. It was like it was on the cool-down lap after the race finished, and he took his hands off the wheel, and the car just suddenly went left, and he had to catch it. So he let go again, and it went left, and then it right. It's like, what the fuck's that all about? I mean, fair enough, he shunted a lot, so it could be as a result of the damage. You know, maybe something else failed that the thought wasn't broken to start with. But it was quite dangerous to watch. I've never seen an F1 car do that before. It's just suddenly steering itself. I mean, obviously under load when it's racing, it's a bit different compared to on a cool-down lap, but even...
Oh, Josh is frozen. Josh, you genuinely froze then, Josh.
Oh, wow, amazing.
Well done. But yeah, that's a bit worrying, because I mean, usually F1 cars, they providing they haven't been damaged, they drive pretty much spot on, don't they?
It's yeah, exactly. The amount of millions they're spending it, they're not going to have a steering rack that does that.
Exactly.
So makes you wonder.
Yeah. Do you remember that race where Michael Schumacher won, and he went like that with the steering from left to right, and the car was literally like that?
Yes, that were the traction control days though. That were it. He was showing off then.
I know.
That were literal showboating.
I feel sorry for Seb. He's just been stuck at Aston, really, and because I mean, oh God, what was the team principal's name?
Safnauer, Otmar Safnauer.
Yeah, Otmar. Yeah, so Otmar come in there. He was basically the reason Seb went there, and he's fucked off, and he's.
Well, he got sacked. Safnauer got sacked.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he's gone, and he's basically just left Seb there, and Seb's like, "What am I doing here?" Basically. Yeah.
We might crack. It is though, isn't it? Fucking might crack.
Yeah.
Best name in Formula One.
Wow,
As I
it's
say,
ridiculous.
he's just been left in the deep end. Seb, like, I think
Yeah,
he obviously got
the
sold
trouble
that he
is,
was going to do this and
the
that.
trouble is, I think Lawrence Stroll's like just because he's just got money. He just thinks he can buy results, and they've wasted all this time copying Mercedes that they've not had anyone actually coming up with any designs. So when you get the new regulations, everyone's like, "What the fuck do we do here?" Because we're just used to copying someone else, and we can't copy this year.
Yeah.
So, and instead of persevering what he's got, Lawrence Stroll thinks, right, if I sack all these people and get new people in, these are instantly going to make things better, and just doesn't happen. But I mean, if you just said like, I mean, we're only 3 rounds in, but Aston Martin are the only team not to score.
Yeah.
And you've got the likes of Haas and Alfa Romeo on double-figure points. At Williams with 1. It's just crazy.
Well, I think I'm probably just about right in saying that if you'd asked us all 3 months ago, I know I certainly said it, I know there was others, but pretty much all of us were like, Aston Martin are going to be really good this year.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I was expecting big things from them. I thought there'd be a big step up, but no. Flat on its ass.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, he's never run a team, though, has he? That's the problem. He's just inherited that team. He hasn't started it from scratch. So, you know, it's going.
Yeah, and now he's got rid of all the key people that ran Force India, and look how successful Force India were on a small budget.
Exactly. Yeah.
But there you go. That's what money does to you, doesn't it? I mean, look at Williams. I mean, fair enough, it wasn't his team, but it was his decisions and him kicking off and screaming that just sent Williams to the back of the grid because they were following Stroll because Stroll was the pay guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that for me, Stroll, it showed how bad Stroll were when Sorokin in 2018 at Monaco. Lance Stroll was out-qualified by him by 2.5 seconds. Sorokin qualified 14th, only for Williams not to put the tyres on at the right time. So Sorokin then had to do a drive-through penalty in the race and start at the back. And he still ended up finishing 1 whole lap ahead of his teammate around Monaco. Like, I mean, Sorokin wasn't the best driver in the world, but that just proved everything there. I'll never forget that moment. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing on the grid? But it's all right because Daddy's got the money.
Exactly.
And I thought last year Stroll did well. To be fair to him, he still had Hungary. Hungary was still a very so just taking out the whole world.
He had a few good races, but like the car was better with it, and now it's just. But I think, like I say, like with the other Canadian Latifi, like I think everyone last year kind of went, "Oh well, they are on the worst car on the grid." Like, you know, and now that car's actually got better. It's just exposing like Latifi is awful.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I mean, Latifi's always had offs, but he's never been this much of a shunter before.
Like I say, I think he just got away with it being in the worst car because everyone just blamed the car. It's It's you know, it's terrible. It's the Williams, and this year.
And even when George were doing well, it was because George is the next superstar that's a Mercedes protege. Yeah. So of course he's going to do really well.
Yeah.
But now this year, oh god.
It's the old story though, isn't it? About you buy an established name thinking that you're going to do well. So, you know, they changed the name to Aston Martin. Exactly the same thing happened with Jaguar, didn't it? They bought Jaguar.
Yeah, Jaguar bought Stewart, didn't they? And look how far down the order they went.
Exactly. After Stewart were doing so well as well.
Race-winning team and regular podiums, weren't it? Come end of '99.
That's it. And then Jaguar, come in, and that was it. Eddie Irvine joined, didn't he? And he was so excited at the start of 2000, saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to be race winners." About 4 races in, well, I think in about 4 years we'll probably be the team to beat.
Not you'll turn into Red Bull.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what happens, isn't it? As I say, just because it says Aston Martin doesn't mean that it's going to guarantee you success.
Yeah. What was that, Jamie? Sorry.
I was trying to think who Irvine's teammate was in that car in that first year.
In 2000, was it Johnny Herbert? Did Johnny Herbert stay? Because Johnny Herbert was at Stewart.
Yeah.
Was it Barrichello and Herbert in the Stewart? No.
In 99, yeah. And then in 2000, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Then Barrichello went to Ferrari. Irvine swapped with him and went to then Jaguar. And Herbert stayed.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Irvine left because he
that
bottled the
sounds
99
right,
championship, didn't he?
Yeah, and his contract was up anyway, wasn't it? It was a
Yeah.
bit like a Damon Hill situation where even if he'd have won the championship, he was still going
Yeah.
because they'd signed Barrichello earlier in the year before Schumacher broke his leg at Silverstone.
Mm-hmm.
So,
not a great pair in them two, Irvine and I never thought he was. I never rated Johnny Herbert. I never thought he was a good driver.
no, I mean, it proved it, didn't it, in 95 in the Benetton, really, didn't it? But 95, it was weird with Benetton because that second car were forever getting changed in the drivers, weren't it? So I guess they never really had a chance to prove themselves because, I mean, 94, who did they have in 94? They had Josh Verstappen, JJ Leto.
Pedro Lamy.
Did they have Pedro in the Benetton?
Yeah. He was, I think, one race. I think he was at the.
Oh God, yeah. Was it when Leto had that big accident and were injured or something?
Yeah, I think it was the. I think he was in the Imola race as well when Senna got killed in '94.
Could have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
Madness, absolute madness.
Yeah, they had a few drivers in there.
Yeah.
Talking of Senna, Lewis Hamilton's almost going to be Brazilian.
Yeah, I saw that. What was that all about? What's going
What's
on there?
What's that work? What?
Have you not seen that, John?
No, I don't pay any attention to anything, to be honest.
Lewis Hamilton's getting, or supposedly getting, I think they're doing
like a citizenship.
Yeah, he's getting a Brazilian citizenship apparently, and Brazilian passport, like honorary Brazilian, like yeah.
He's so
no
weird.
particular reason.
I see it earlier, and I was just like, "What the fuck? Why? And he was like, "Oh, I'm one step closer to my hero," like talking about Senna. Oh, mate, shut up.
Right. I don't understand how that works.
I don't understand. I just see it earlier. Like Ollie mentioned it, and then I didn't see it in the chat, but then it actually come up on like Sky Sports. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I mean, we've got bigger things to worry about in the world right now than giving Hamilton a citizenship to Brazil. What a weird thing! I never knew they did that. Actually, I never knew they did that.
I didn't know that was a thing. It's just
no. Wonder if I can be Brazilian then.
Why not?
Message him in.
He's been
Go over there, claim benefits, get a house in Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
He's been doing some weird things though, wasn't it? Was it only a couple of weeks ago? He put his mum's name on his own name, didn't he?
Yeah. He
changed his name to include.
And now he's. Yeah, although they haven't incorporated that into F1 yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think he said he didn't want to, did he? I think he said, "I'm just quite happy, just leave it as Hamilton for that." But so, were his mum's maiden name then that is included? Because obviously, if his mum got married to Anthony Hamilton, then it'd be Hamilton anyway. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Just
Lewis Hamilton. So
Lewis
good the
Hamilton,
name flies.
Yes, very
Well,
weird.
fair enough. Yeah, I suppose the thing is though, when you've got that much money in the world, there's not really much else you can do with it. So then you're just doing the free shit that you've not done yet. Like, I'll have the name.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, he's gone.
He's frozen in time. Look at that pose though for a last picture. Look at that, brilliant. Oh, he's back.
Oh, there he's back again.
I'm back. My phone's got this really weird habit of just losing internet connection and then finding it again.
That's all right. I'm on 5G.
Shut up, Jamie. Shut up with your 5G.
I'm never going to get that up north. We've got a 5G mast now, actually.
Oh, well.
I have seen a 5G mast. We've got one.
Well, you might have to, Josh, because I got an email the other day saying that I'm going to have to buy a new phone because my phone uses 3G for calls, and they're closing that down. They're closing that down next year. So
3G? They're shutting 3G down. Shopping hell.
They're shutting 3G down January the 1st, 2023. And because my phone uses 3G for calls, I won't be able to make calls on it. So and that's all I use the phone for. So that's going to be bloody useless, isn't it?
It's a bit weird, that isn't it? I didn't.
But I
didn't think you'd shut things like that down though, because surely the infrastructure's there, so just leave it.
Yeah, I know, it's weird, isn't it? But it did say in the email that I would still be able to use 2G to make calls on, and I'm like, 2G? Are you serious? I'd be like shouting across the room, wouldn't it?
Yeah, fucking hell.
But after I said to you, Dave, about because you can just pick up like a cheap phone in CEX or something.
Yeah.
That do like have 4G. But I was thinking, like, so what phone is it you got at the minute? Because actually, surely it's just actually the SIM card that needs changing.
I think so. Yeah, I've just got one of those ones you get from Argos. You know, one of the specials or whatever. Simple phone. It's got 4G on it, but not for calls. But everything else is 4G. Like I got a data allowance on it. That all comes through in 4G, but apparently not the calls. So, which I didn't even know.
So yeah, so it would be just the SIM card you need to change then.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? It's bizarre.
Yeah. Well, I can understand when they switched the old analog TV off because apparently it reduced the digital signal by 50%. So that's understandable. You'd want to switch that off, but
yeah, and that was at a time where no one had analog anyway, because every TV ever came with Freeview built in. So
that's right, yeah. So I can understand that, but as you say, the 3G must be sitting up there on the mast, the same as the 4G and the 5G and whatever other Gs they got up there. So why shut it down?
It isn't as if there's wires connected everything, it's taking all the wires down, is it? It's just in the air with everything else.
Yeah,
so
exactly, yeah.
If you're going to keep 2G going but not 3G...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's weird as well.
When it is still a usable platform, 3G. Like 2G, I'd have thought they'd have killed that off long ago.
No, people still call and text on 2G, apparently.
But not 3.
But
that's
not 3,
weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Very weird.
I didn't know 2G was still a thing, so...
Exactly. I thought that had probably gone the same time analog went, really.
Yeah.
But... yeah, I used to remember me nan's, when I used to go stop at my nan's when I was little. Little telly that we had in like our room that we used to stop in, that grandkids used to stop in. It used to be back in the days where they used to turn the analog signal down on the telly. Like after midnight, you'd have to get up and move the aerial a little bit if you were still watching telly, because the signal dropped and it started to go crackly. So you had to turn the aerial so you got a bit more signal out of it again.
Those were the days.
Yeah, bloody hell. And I'm only 27 and I remember that. It's crazy, isn't it?
Sure is.
Oh, what does this do?
Yeah, you used to have to jump out of bed after midnight just so you definitely didn't lose your signal. You used to go crackly because they turned analog down. God.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, one of my relatives, she used to have cable TV, but it used to come through as radio. So she'd have it in like 2 or 3 rooms, and there's like a little box on the wall, and you just had a volume control on it, and you turn it up and down, and that was their entertainment. But it wasn't the actual TV. It was just the TV channels, but they were in radio form. You know,
the sound of it. Wow, bloody hell.
Yeah. Weird.
Our first cable box was when we were in his old house. I was only little, and after 9 o'clock that rate we didn't get cable.
Yeah.
You used to just get the first 5 channels, just 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it used to really piss me off because it used to say on like TV Guide that Scooby Doo were on at 9, and I'm like, great, and then no, 9 o'clock's gone off. TMC, we were with TMC cable or something like that. It were dead weird, but yeah, after 9 o'clock it went off. You just had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah,
Nice.
crazy that.
I can't remember what we had. I know we did have some sort of cable thing when I was a kid. I ain't got a clue what it was called.
Yeah. I remember it clear as day because 9 o'clock. I always forgot that Scooby Doo were never going to come on, and they used to come on. Adverts used to end, and literally the intro credits to Scooby Doo were about to come on, and it used to come up TMC. I'm sorry, this program is no longer available after 9 o'clock. Like bollocks. God.
Yeah.
Kids these days, don't know what they had. Don't know what they've got.
I
Exactly.
know. Don't know they're born,
About
do they?
fucking 500 channels that no fun fucking watches.
I'm going to say there's still no on though, is there? Never anything on now.
That's a cool one. I'm getting rid of Sky tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fair play. We were actually going to get rid of Virgin. We're with Virgin Media, but we said, "Oh, we're leaving because you're just sending your prices up."
Hmm.
And they said, "Oh no, we'll do you a really good deal." So instead of it should have been costing us 124 quid. I mean, that's how much it was going up. It was going up like £15. We said once it went over 100 quid, we weren't paying it. And then when it got to like 125, we're like, definitely not paying it. So they said, "Oh, we can have it for 67.50 for exactly the same stuff as what you've got."
What's that? That's a month, yeah.
That's a month, yeah.
So
Which is still a lot, but when we've got cinema, sports, we do make a lot of use out of it, to be fair, but we probably will get rid of it. Well, we've got 18-month contracts, so probably with next 18 months we'll get rid.
Well, so that's what I've seen, right? So our Sky is like £120 a month. We've got everything, all the kids. We ain't even got sports. I've only got the F1 channel.
Oh, you just got the F1 channel on its own, yeah.
Yeah, just the F1 channel on its own, not like the football and that. Got the movies, got the kids stuff, got all that. Right? Don't watch any movies. The kids don't watch the kids stuff. They watch fucking YouTube and Netflix and whatever else, mainly YouTube.
Yeah.
The only thing I watch is fucking repeats of Only Fools and Horses.
Which you can get on a DVD and jobs are good in, or watch it on a streaming service, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like we literally, or like Amy watches Netflix most of the time.
Yeah.
Or Discover, or we've got that Discovery Plus thing, or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Like it got it got like cut off last week, and then it was like, I ain't fucking paying that. Don't even watch it. But then they won't. I had to pay it today because they won't talk to you about cancelling it unless you've paid the bill.
No way. So they get another month out of you.
Yeah. So paid it today. I'm going to call them tomorrow. But I've seen it does go up a lot after 18 months. But I've seen a deal with Virgin. I think like it is for new customers. It's like 35 quid a month for 18 months.
Yeah.
And with that, you get the what do you call it? The fibre broadband shit.
Yeah.
Saying like you get still get over like 100 channels and all that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you get the BT Sports, don't you? That comes free with Virgin. The BT Sports.
You get BT Sport and about 100 other channels, and that's it. Yeah, they're doing that 35 quid a month, and even then, when they offer that, or what I'm going to say to them, they also offer it with a phone line, but we had a phone line for like fucking who uses it? I don't know anyone who's got a house phone.
We've got a phone line just because my nan, that's all she rings on.
Oh,
so
right,
we know when phone rings, it's my nan.
Yeah. So I ain't had a phone. I ain't had So I'm going to ask them what they'll do it without the phone line. They might say they can or can't or whatever. But saying this might get it a bit cheaper. But...
Yeah, worth a try though if you don't want to use it.
Yeah, but because the other option is I know like 2 or 3 people who know a bloke, a different bloke. I can get like a couple of my mates at work have got it. They got a Fire Stick. They paid some geezer 50 quid, and they've got about 800 channels.
Oh, it's mad! It's mad.
They pay a subscription service to this bloke £50 a year.
Yeah.
£50 a year, and they've got about fucking 800 channels, and he's got a what's that? What's the gaming sort of, not Twitch? What's the other thing like that? I can't think. It's just gone out of my head.
Well, you
it's
got,
meant
you
to be
got
like
You got Facebook Gaming or Mixer.
No, neither of them. It's like the chat platform for. It's meant to be for gaming, but no one uses it for that. I don't think.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Oh, what's it called? You'll know it if I said it.
Yeah, I
I
know.
was up at fucking 4 o'clock this morning. I can't think. It's gone out of my head. Not Twitch. Similar to Twitch. Similar to Skype and all that. But
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think.
But anyway, you go on there basically, and he's got a group on there, and say you've seen or you want to watch a series that was out about, I don't know, fucking 10 years ago, and it ain't on there, and you fancy watching it, you just message him, oh, can you add this onto there for us and all that.
And you just bish bash bosh, there it is.
Yeah, just basically watch whatever you want, all the American
Yeah.
stuff, everything.
Ustream. Ustream.
No, not Ustream.
Not Ustream.
Oh.
Discord.
Discord, that's the one.
There you go.
Ah, yes. There we go.
Ollie just said that in the chat.
Oh,
well,
very good. Oh, what else is happening in the chat, Dave? I feel we've
we better go to the chat because I've only got 10 minutes left before we disappear. So, just before I say anything in the chat, I'd just like to say I have now got an OnlyFans account. I made it the other day.
Oh, fuck
I've
off.
no idea what I'm going to do with it, but because everyone kept saying so I did, and I have. I'm on there somewhere.
I think, Dave, it's going to be exactly the same as this YouTube service I pay for. I'll give you £99 a month and I get fuck all in return.
99p, not £99. If it was £99, you'd be seriously entertained. Seriously entertained, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Just sell pictures of your feet to old women.
So no, but I made it and I went, okay, what do I do now then? Because it doesn't tell you that you can do anything, so I've left it. But I'm on OnlyFans if anyone wants to find me. But I don't know what to do with it. But there you go, I made it because everyone kept moaning, so I did. Anyway, let's go to the chat now.
Pop paddling pools with your teeth. I know there's someone that does that.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
They blow up a paddling pool and then pop it with the teeth, and people pay them for the paddling pool and then 40 quid on top of something. It's ridiculous.
Anyway, I'm going to go through these messages in reverse. Radios Have Head says Discord is for messaging, not streaming.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
JW97 says...
I've been up since 4 this morning. I knew what I was fucking on about.
All right then.
Yeah.
JW97 says Sky all about money, money, money. Yeah, we knew that. And speaking of TV, anyone remember the ITV digital disaster? Personally, I do, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God. Does anyone remember the F1, the original F1 digital as well? That was a £15 a month. £15 a month.
Oh, that was back in 2000, weren't it?
Yeah, to watch F1.
Oh, that were a fucking nightmare. It flopped, didn't it? Big style.
The best laugh about that was Martin Brundle when he was interviewing Bernie on the grid, and he turned around to Bernie and said, "Oh, is that the channel where if you have 4 friends round, you quadruple the audience figures?" And Bernie's face was just a picture. He was like, "No, come now," he went. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But yeah, £15 a month because they had all different camera angles, didn't they?
Yeah, they had you could access the stationary cameras at the circuits and stuff, and
yeah, but it cost them
you could click and watch the replays of the start from all different angles, and
yeah,
I mean it was a really good concept, but just badly. It was if they do it now, technically what F1 TV is, but F1 TV we can't get in the UK because of the Sky licensing.
I'm surprised Sky Sports don't do it because they do. I know it's different, but they do it for football. If you go on foot, you can choose what camera in the stadium you want to watch the game from.
Yeah.
So if they just you say dotted cameras around the circuit, and if you wanted to just certain corners and all that, and they
all certain onboards and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they have like 360 cameras as well, like the football, and you can like move them around and like. See, I'm surprised they don't do something like that.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, it cost them so much money because they had to dig up every single circuit to put all the digital lines in for all the different camera feeds, and it just cost them a fortune, and they never made any of that back because. Like, do you know how many? Do you know how many subscribers they ended up with in the end?
Go on.
11,000.
Yeah.
11,000.
Yeah.
It was clearly too advanced for its time, though. That was the thing, wasn't it? Because, you think like how many people actually had access to be able to do the things that would allow you to do back in 2000.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You still had dial-up internet then.
Mm-hmm.
Broadband was a new fandangled thing that no one could afford, and it was only available in limited homes.
AOL and FreeServe. Brilliant.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was all you could get in the UK, wasn't it, back then?
What other comments we got, Dave?
Let's have a look.
Or did everyone leave when me and Jamie joined?
Radios Have Head says they're shutting down the 3G, trying to force people into pay ridiculous money for a new phone or contract. Yeah, that's probably what the reason is.
Yeah, very true. And 2G is just your little brick phones that your old people have got. So
exactly. Yeah. JW97 says Dave has now applied for a citizenship to Babe Station. I had that citizenship years ago. I don't need to apply for it. It's mine. Can't wait until Josh becomes a Cambodian citizen. There you go.
Oh, take that.
Ollie says this is in relation to Lewis Hamilton. This is in relation to Lewis Hamilton getting his citizenship. Ollie says next year, can you imagine he will demand racing under the Brazilian flag?
Oh God, yeah.
This is where I thought. This is where when he said it, like when I see it earlier, that was my first thought. Is like, is he really gonna fucking? Is that where he's going with this? He's so proud to be British. Apparently,
I want to be a Brazilian.
Yeah, not that he, lives here or does anything here, but
no tax haven.
And now he's going to be Brazilian. Like that's honestly, when I first see it, I thought, is that where he's going with this? That he's all of a sudden he's going to race under the Brazilian flag just to be like Senna, like. And I'd love for him to go to Brazil when everyone boo him.
Okay, JW97 says this is in relation to Eddie Irvine. He says he apparently made the decision to go to Jaguar. It wasn't Ferrari forcing him out. Only know that because of the Eddie Irvine documentary from 1999. Interesting.
Oh, fair enough then. Yeah, I don't think Ferrari forced him out. I just think it was like end of contract and they wanted to try someone new with Barrichello. So I don't mean like Ferrari sacked him or anything. I just think I thought it was always a mutual agreement to end.
Yeah, I think it was.
Which clearly it were. I think it was just Eddie Irvine as opposed to Ferrari.
I think it was amicable. I think Ferrari had enough of his lifestyle, didn't they? Basically.
Yes, basically, yeah, because he didn't fit in, did he?
Yeah, exactly.
It was like the last of the James Hunts, weren't he, kind of thing.
Well, shagging 15 supermodels every night, that's going to wear down any team, really, isn't it? To be honest, they're going to get fed up and say, "Look, we've had enough of this now.
Can you cut it down to 12?
Yeah, 12's reasonable, surely." He's quite big now in homes, isn't he? He's bought so many houses, Eddie Irvine. Have you seen that?
Yeah, he's in property, isn't he? Yeah,
really big in property, yeah.
Because didn't he do... I can't remember if he had some involvement with the Battersea in London. You know how they turned all that into like flats now, the old power station?
Yeah.
I can't remember if he was an investor in it or whether he actually set that thing up. But I think that was quite a big thing that he did do. Somewhere around London anyway, but he built apartments.
I've never heard that, but you couldn't pay those flats you're talking about. You could not pay me $1 million to live there.
No, I know.
They're honestly, they're awful, and most of them. I mean, because they're just outside of Victoria Station, just over the bridge.
That's right.
I go past them quite a lot. The balconies are probably about 2 meters away from the railway.
Wow.
No, nothing screams luxury than a train running past every 30 seconds.
Yeah, and it's not like it's not like it's just a single track line. There's
It's
about
London, isn't it? Yeah.
there's about there's like what's there 18 platforms at Victoria.
Jesus, yeah.
You're talking train every minute in and out,
Yeah.
in and out, and you've bought a £1 million flat that looks onto that, and you got the noise and whatever. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But people have got more fucking money than sense. But most of them people will probably buy it and then complain about the noise.
Yes, exactly. Rip the train line up. That's what they normally do around race circuits, isn't it? Move into a new build around a race circuit that's been there 50 years, complain about the noise, and then get the circuit shut down like Mallory Park.
Oh, yeah, it's just absolutely fucking ridiculous.
To be fair to Mallory Park, though, they kind of shot themselves in the foot, but I kind of respected them at the same time because the neighbours moved in, they complained about the noise, so they got an injunction put against the circuit, which meant that testing had to stop at dinner time, or any event that was there had to stop at 12. So they went, oh, fuck this. So they had drifting on every weekend from 9 p.m. till 1 in the morning, just to say, oh, fuck them. So literally, like, they got these cars drifting round, and like police turned up and everything. It's like, oh, you're breaking the injunction, you know? Yeah, really fucked them off. But then it got it's still going now. It kind of found an amicable agreement, but it's still like dead. It's only really used for testing really club championships now. But,
oh, that's a point. You went to St last week, didn't you? Where did you go? Like,
I was at Silverstone for Jap Fest.
Yes, that's where you went. One of my mates at work went there as well.
Oh, did they? Oh, bloody hell!
Yeah. I see it on your like timeline or whatever, and then Richard at work like went into work and he was talking about it. I was like, "Is that so and so?" He's like, "Yeah, there, yeah."
Bloody hell! Yeah, it was mega. It was a really good day actually. 20,000 cars were there on display. It was crazy.
Right.
It was absolutely rammed. It was brilliant. It was a really good day. It's quite funny though, because like you watch every vlog that everyone's done. Like everyone were there with cameras, and like every single vlog that I've watched, they're like, "Oh, let's have a look at the Toyota GT86s," which is like right opposite the RX-8s where I am. Oh, let's have a look at the Toyota Crowns. Right, fuck the RX-8s. Let's get over to the Suzuki Swifts. Like no one like yeah. But then in the next breath, they're gargling over an RX-7. It's like it's the same fucking engine. Like it's the same engine. It's just worth money. That's the difference. Yeah, funny. I like to be niche though. That's my kind of style. That if people hate it, I love it.
Fair play, yeah. Go on, Dave. Unfreeze yourself. What was the last bit in the chat before you go?
And Ollie says Vettel is still the GOAT. Now, I hope, Ollie, with that kind of dedication, that Mr. Sebastian Vettel is at least following you on Twitter, because that kind of dedication needs to be rewarded. It really does. So I hope that is a thing, but we will find out.
Don't upset him.
Radios Have Head says Aston Martin are done for, pretty much. Yeah, I think we've
yeah, the team
that.
itself. Yeah, that's not Sebastian's doing. That's just fucked because of money.
Hi, Scott. Yeah, I'm fine, thanks, mate. And we got Matt in the chat. He's talking about breaded chicken. Okay. And
yeah, that's a dumb quote, isn't it?
Yeah. And apparently JW97 Dave's got a note on his computer saying don't invite Josh. No, it's not on my computer. It's up there. Matt's talking about.
I wonder what Dom's up to though, to be so important that he's not here.
Well, I probably haven't told you this, but for the last 2 weeks, I have been paying Dom £10 to come on, but obviously that wasn't enough, so I'm going to be £15 next week. But yeah, he was quite happy with the £10. We negotiated that contract.
Nah, fuck him off. He is not worth anybody's money, that guy.
If you watch the stream back, Dom, hi. There you go. You're not worth £10 of anyone's
He'll
money.
never watch him. He'll never watch him.
He'll never watch it back. No.
Can't believe what I've just heard, personally.
And Matt's just gone on about how he drives on the ERL. He says he just
Oh
plays,
yeah, that was
he just
early on.
plays relaxed.
Well, I shall be racing on Monday, I think.
Oh no! Oh, I need to renew my bloody PSN. It's ran out on membership. I'll have to update that before Monday. I was trying to look at them websites where you can get it for cheap. You know, where you get like a digital code sent over to you.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to pay £50. I was trying to see if I think I used like Shop to You last time or ShopNet or something.
Yeah, Shop to You is one that does it, I think.
Yeah, it cost me £38 last year, which I thought, well, that's all right. Saves me £12. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm glad they've kept the low price point, because I was afraid that this £120 a year was going to be like what everyone's got to pay. But luckily, you can still do it for the lower price point. But I have heard rumours that they may, for the lower price point, be abolishing like the free games every month.
That's fine. I don't use them anyway.
Yeah, and they'll just be including them in the £120 package, which I just like to say live on stream. I think it's a complete rip-off, but there you go.
What is it? So they're making it. I haven't even looked into it properly. They're making it 100.
Yeah, what is the 120 thing? I have heard about it, but I haven't got a clue what it involves or why it's 120.
Yeah, you get £120 top tier premium, and then with that you can play PS1 and PS2 games. You can stream PS3 games. You can't actually download them because of lots of problems with the PS3 architecture, and you'll be able to play PS4 and PS5 as well. And that's basically what.
Is that only on a PS5 console though?
I think you can do it on a PS4 as well. You can do the PS1 and PS2, yeah, because you could do.
Oh, okay.
You could do PS2 on PS. It's all confusing, Josh, but you could do PS2 on PS4 anyway, because there's lots of games that were PS2 on there. So I think that's how it works anyway. But
you get them all free on a downloadable basis, as opposed to you can stick the disc in.
Exactly, yeah. Well, unfortunately, you can't play PS1 discs on a PS4 or a PS5 because unfortunately they can't read CDs. Now, I've only just found out this fact, and I'm absolutely incandescent with rage how they can bring out two machines and it can't fucking read CDs, which is quite possibly the easiest thing on the planet to read. I mean, a toaster could probably read a CD, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
But not your PS4 or your PS5. So there is no way physically ever you can play PS4 or your PS5
game.
Yeah.
I could never. I don't know if anyone else ever found the way around that, but I could never save a game on a PS1 game on the PS3. I couldn't make a save file for it.
Oh, right.
You just used to play it.
Yeah.
And then that was it. But maybe someone found a way around it. But I never really properly did it because I've got the PS2 anyway. So that plays PS1, obviously.
Exactly.
You can save on that.
But the thing is, as far as I know, it's going to be like their own selection. So the selection's going to be crap. There won't
it's not going to be a selection that we're after. There's never. It's like when they release these mini PS1s and stuff, isn't it? Like there was probably 2 or 3 games out of the 100 that were on them that I actually ever played ever.
Yeah.
Like, iconic games. I'm like, well, not really.
And you can bet your life there won't be a single Formula 1 game on there at all.
Absolutely not.
Because they're not popular enough. They're not popular enough. They're not GTA. They're not Call of Duty. So they're not going to include them.
I think, if I remember rightly, on the mini PlayStation 1 they released, I think that had F1 97 on it and the first driver, and they were the only 2 games I'd have played on it.
Yeah.
It had driver on it because I had one. I don't remember F1 being on there.
That in there, because I know they were doing these chips, weren't they, for them?
Yeah.
To stick extra games on.
Yeah, you could add them on. You could just stick them on a USB drive and add them on that way as well, which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have got. I mean, you say about they won't, but there are some like good games. If you go onto like that, the PS Plus where you can stream games and that, they're getting some like decent old games on there
Yeah.
at the moment. There's a lot of good games on sale at the moment.
There is.
But I think that's only until about like next week or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
Easter in it, and then they'll get rid of it all again.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and you say about Call of Duty games and that, Dave, like about them putting on there. Well, I was flicking through a load of stuff earlier on, and Call of Duty Ghosts, which I don't think I ever got in the first place, but I can't remember how old it is now. But they still want 70 quid for it.
Oh, yeah.
Still, that's a relatively new one though, isn't it? I would say I never really got into the Call of Duty franchise that much. I enjoyed Modern Warfare 2. I got that one.
Yeah, that was one of my favourite ones.
And then I think I had Black Ops, and I was like, oh.
Black Ops 2 was good. I think it went downhill after that.
Yeah, maybe. I only read the first Black Ops and then stopped because I got banned for a month on PlayStation for allegedly cheating and hacking while I was online on that because the remote control car went underneath the map, and they were all hiding in a building, and I thought, oh, detonate underneath. Arms, killed them all. They all reported me for hacking, even though it was just a glitch in the game, in multiplayer.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we've reviewed the footage, used some kind of hack or cheat. Like, no, I didn't. Your game's fucking shit. So I got banned for a month on PlayStation.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I couldn't go on for a month. So I was like, fuck this, and they all went in the bin, whatever Call of Duties I had. I was like, fuck off.
Oh, yeah, Black Ops 3, they still want, for the digital version, they still want 84 quid for it.
Oh, fucking hell.
Come out in 2018.
Jesus.
But I'll say that'll
Because
be.
they always come out the day after my birthday. All the Call of Duty games come out, well, the last few years, they come out on the 11th of November.
Right. Is there still like a massive hype from like there were a few years back? Like the Modern Warfare 2 era and stuff like that. People used to queue up for like a day to get a copy at the shops, but I think that's all kind of died out now, hasn't it, a bit? Curtains?
I'll be back in a second.
What are you doing? I'm worried now. Dave, this isn't your only
He's got the same curtains that my nan had. You know,
I'm genuinely worried.
He's blatantly sat there. He's got a top on, but he's blatantly sat there in his underpants.
Yeah.
He is from the waist down. He's got nothing on. Oh dear.
Yeah, there's nothing on. That's why he's turning it around. You know, no one wants to see his little cocktail sausage.
I don't think people do that for games anymore, do they? Really, because it's all digital and shit, isn't it?
It is, yeah. If you want it at midnight, you don't have to queue up anymore. It's just quickly pay the ridiculous fee and download it.
Yeah, I used to love that back in the days of even PS2, PS3, going out.
Yeah, queuing up.
Me and my mate, I mean,
Getting them. Yeah, midnight release.
Me and my mate Lee used to go out and queue up over night time or go out at like midnight and get games. And everyone was there for the same reason, so it was actually quite nice. Like,
yeah,
I'm back. Sorry, I just put my dinner on. Carry on.
Oh, why'd you have to turn the camera around though, Dave?
I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. We were right, Jamie. He's not wearing any pants.
Trust me, I am. Seriously.
No, but the problem is that's all you're wearing.
That's true.
Yeah. What you got for dinner, Dave? Chicken?
As it happens, you're right, I am.
No.
Chicken stir fry.
He's got Dom as a personal chef here. That's why he answered.
I know. I got chicken stir fry, but I guarantee it'll look so much better than Dom's.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Breaded, whatever it was.
Anything could look better than that.
I know. I was surprised actually that it didn't come back to life because it looked like it was going to.
It was close, weren't it? It was twitching.
Yeah, start chirping round the plate, you know.
Bread from feathers.
Yeah.
I can't remember whether it was Dom or Joe, but I know it was when Ollie was over there at Joe's. I can't remember the full story, but it was something to do with chicken, and not. I'm sure it was something to do with chicken and not being cooked properly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we've heard some more stories.
I have heard the story. I just can't remember it. Yeah.
Yeah. When he put the chicken in a big pot, didn't he? And he forgot to take the giblets out. And the giblets.
That was it.
The giblets were in a plastic bag. He forgot to take them out, so the whole thing just went out. So of course the problem is that not only were the giblets still in the pot, but the plastic bag had melted in the pot as well. So you had plastic inside. Oh God, no.
Plastic melted giblets.
Plastic melted giblets. Yeah. And that's the thing about plastic. Although it melts, it's still in there. You know, it's still in the food. It doesn't go anywhere. It's still there. It's just in little tiny bits.
I don't know.
Never mind. He's still learning.
How long have we been on air, Dave? I think we've been doing a while now.
Yeah, 1 hour 46 now.
Bloody hell, record.
Absolutely.
Not bad, Dave. Not bad.
Not bad for an old man.
And you've still not come up with a quiz.
I know.
I know. I should have done one.
It's the only reason
I should have done one this week for Easter, didn't I?
Yeah,
should have done, but I didn't.
I said it 2 weeks ago, and you went, "You know what? All right then, I will do."
And you thought, oh, he's ringing the ERL. It must mean he's done a quiz.
Yeah.
Yep.
And guess what?
You fucking hadn't, and we've just been talking about Dom again.
Yes.
And Lewis Hamilton being Brazilian, and
yeah.
What else have we talked about? Just random shit.
Yep.
As per the norm.
JW97 is going to Silverstone this year, only on the Sunday.
Oh, nice.
Anyone else going?
No.
Fortunately not. My guy at work's going to Zandvoort.
Oh yeah, he'll love it at Zandvoort.
He's also going. He's going to two. He's going to bloody Austria as well.
Oh, Red Bull Ring, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
That's a great. They're both good circuits. To be fair, Zandvoort I hated, but I only hate Zandvoort because we kept fucking crashing there. But Red Bull Ring's a good circuit. Really, really nice.
Yeah, he's going for that Austria one. He's got a proper sort of like VIP package, like weekend thing.
Nice. It's best circuit to do it at as well because it's amazing. The restaurant up there in the paddock area, if he's got VIP, he should be able to get there. It's amazing, absolutely unbelievable. Such good food, and even for like a race circuit, it's not even expensive. It's really, really good stuff. There's a couple of simulators in there and everything that you can just jump on and have a go on. And they've got one that's got Gran Turismo on. They've got one that's got whatever the latest Formula One game is. And
nice.
you just jump on them and go. It's great. It's glass balcony, and you can stand out and you can see the start finish straight, turn one, or if you stand at the other end, you can see the last two corners.
Nice.
So good. It's so nice, and it's just really, really cool place. I'd love to go back. Amazing.
I think I'm going to have to wait about, well, God knows how many years, about 15 years or something before I do anything like that.
Before you save up.
Well, yeah. Well, Archie likes Formula One. It's good. He likes watching it.
And then, that's good then.
And then the as yet unnamed. I have to get him into Formula One.
Who's that? Sorry.
Got Amy's pregnant, isn't it? Got another due in
Oh,
September.
bloody hell. Congrats, mate. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Oh, God. Girl or boy?
boy.
Oh, nice. And how old's Archie now?
He'll be 5 in November.
That's a great age for him to have a little brother.
You say that, but he likes a lot. He likes a lot of attention, Archie. So I don't know how he's going to be, but I think he'll be
Honest to
alright.
God, me cousin. I mean, obviously I'm an only kid, but my cousin, when he was born, my older cousins were like, what were they? Oh, sorry, not older cousins to me, older cousins to him.
Yeah.
I think they were like 7, and when they had him, so a little bit older. But yeah, they were like they were the center of attention because them two were twins. But then when the little one came along, like they were like, oh, like we'll help. You know, they were trying to be like little helpers. It was like really cute to watch.
Yeah, he should be alright.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Literally, once that are here, they soon realise like how much attention a little baby actually needs, and then the back off. Then so might be a difficult couple of weeks, but then after that, he'll soon just get into the routine of look. I still get the attention, but he just has to have more because he can't survive at all. That's why you use the tactics of like, well, you're a big boy now. You can eat your own food, you know.
Yeah, certainly.
Oh, great. When's he due then?
September.
Oh, God, that'll soon be here as well, won't it? Chuffing hell.
Yeah, I keep looking at it as it's only, I don't know, what we know. We're April now, aren't we?
Mid-April.
So, yeah, I look at it in the way that it's only like 5 more paydays.
Oh, shit. Don't look at it like that, God.
I love it when you got Joe and Dustin with their first kids, and there's Jamie here going, number 3, son, number 3. Amateurs, aren't they, Jamie? Amateurs.
Yeah, that's it. They got it all to come.
Yeah, bloody hell. Dustin's kid's ace, though. I do like looking at seeing what he's putting up and what he's up to.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I've never met Dustin. I know him from like ERL only, but you can already tell that kid's a little Dustin. You know, you just know.
Yep.
Well, it's different because like Dustin lives in like not the middle of nowhere, but
Near enough.
yeah, there's not a lot around, and the winters they have and all that. It's fucking.
It is mad, isn't it? And then there he is, bloody shoveling snow at 2 and stuff, you know, and crazy.
Built like making fucking ice rinks on the pond.
Yeah. If you go through the ice, child, just swim.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine. I've not had swimming lessons. Don't matter, you'll learn.
You'll probably have him out shooting deer by this time next year.
I bet he will. I was thinking the same. He'll have my first pistol.
My first pistol. Is that like My Little Pony?
my first scale electric that you get over here.
My first pistol.
My first hand grenade.
Oh, God.
My first school shooting. Oh, dear.
Anyway,
I was reading a statistic about that actually the other day. I'm just going to mention the school shootings again, just to clear it up.
go on.
Only popped into my head because a statistic the other day that was it March or maybe February of this year was the first time in 18 years that there was a month in America with not one single school shooting.
Wow.
You know.
So that means for the past 18 years, there's been a school shooting once a month as a minimum
Yeah.
in America. and we only hear about 3 or 4 of them every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they probably count like even if it's just one person going in and say one but like a single. Not that it's fucking justifiable, but I mean, there's probably
someone walks in, fires a gun, and then they get arrested, and that's job done. You know, not worth reporting on, but still a school shooting.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
and then someone else said, like, for reference, like in that 18 years, like we've had 1, and like France had 2, and like they're having 1 a month for the past 18 years. It's just fucking mental.
Yeah, I think that one probably the one we had over here was in. I can't remember. It was like in Brixton or Peckham, somewhere like that. But they're both a shithole. So
yeah.
I was gonna say,
there you go.
Like they had that thing in New York the other night, didn't they? Or the other day?
Oh, the subway thing. Yeah, they've arrested the bloke though now. I think so. That's good.
I see that earlier. They've arrested him. That's great. Like, they ain't had anything like that for a long time, really.
No. Did anyone? I don't know. I can't remember what happened. Was it a failed attempt or did it actually blow up?
Oh, I think didn't like 13 people was it killed or injured?
Oh shit! Oh god, yeah, I didn't realise that. Oh.
And the like, I think he like chucked some sort of like what do you call it, like gas grenade or something. Like he had a gas mask.
He had a mask on. Yeah.
I think he threw some sort of like smoke grenade down there or something.
Oh shit. Mad, absolutely mad. It's just the thing is, it's scary because like in America, like everything's just to hand. You want a bazooka? Yeah, get the one down end of the road. You know, whereas me, I wouldn't even think about where to get a decent knife from because every knife we buy just cut veg is shit.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't even think about where the fuck do you get a decent knife from, let alone a fucking gun. Yeah, mad.
There is a gun shop near me. It's been there for like years and years. It's in Welling. Where it's like a hunting place, to be fair. But I've never known how it's survived so long because, all right, it's probably the only one for like miles and miles around. But like, this area is like not that. It's not like I live in the country.
It's such a niche, isn't it? There's not really much hunting to be done.
Yeah, it's not like I live in the country. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's called like a sports gun shop or something. Like, but it's been there since I was a kid. It's been there over 20 years.
Yeah.
Well, over 30 years. Yeah.
Dave's rubbing his beard like he wants to end the stream.
He's gonna start tapping his watch in a minute.
Yeah. It's my time you're wasted now. Come on.
I would if I had one. I used to religiously wear a watch, but I haven't worn a watch for about 25 years. Never bothered with one.
I don't.
No.
No, I don't. Nothing on my wrists.
My workmate's got me a gold watch for one of my birthdays, and I had that for about 15 years. That carried on working for. But when it broke, I just went, I can't be bothered. So I've not had one since.
Yeah. Took this really expensive gold watch in the bin and thought, fuck it.
Yeah, that's it. I don't think it was that expensive, Josh. You know,
yeah. So,
the gold did peel quite a lot at times, you know. So I don't think it was that expensive.
It went green in the end.
Yes, it did. Yes. You know what workmates are like? Oh, that'll do.
Yeah.
Oh dear. All right, Dave, go and eat your dinner.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
And thanks for
because no one else would.
No one else. Exactly. I'd just like to say
remember this, Jamie. We were the you'll do's of the
you'll do's.
options. So
exactly.
Yeah.
No one else So you'll do.
And without us, it'd have ended this stream an hour ago. It'd have been like a Dom. Well, no one's here and no one's watching. I'll wrap up.
Yeah, that was such a laugh. He was doing a Final Fantasy stream. He'd only been on like 2 minutes, and he's sitting there, and you could see the view counter was still at 0, and he's sitting there, and he's like, and he shuts up, he doesn't say anything, and he's just like going. And he goes, well, he says, looks like nobody's actually watching right now, so I think I'll wrap it up right there, and then he shuts it off. It's so funny.
What a plum.
What a plum. He was, it was so surprising. He was expecting like 15 people to be watching Final Fantasy at 4 o'clock in the morning, you know?
What's a plum?
Bless him. But I will have words with him because he's let me down. I'm not paying him 15 quid. That's too much. Don't you think that's too much? I think 10 was reasonable.
I think any amount of money is too much.
Exactly, yeah. Well, we agreed on 10, and that was fair enough, but he's gone now, so, you know.
Well, considering I'm getting nothing.
And I'm getting nothing, and we've kept the stream going.
Listen, lads, we'll negotiate later, okay? We'll negotiate later. That'll be fine.
We fucking will. I want a 3-month subscription to your OnlyFans.
You can have that, no problem. No problem.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what content to put.
Josh, if that's what's on offer, you can take it. I'll go without. I'm fine. Right.
Cheers, Jamie. I'll have your month.
Yeah, that's it. You can have 2 months.
Do you want to see my OnlyFans? Do you want to see it before we go?
No.
You don't?
No.
No?
No.
All right then.
No. Sorry, Dave. No. You can put your pants back on. He's got bald head freeze now, look.
Well, on that bombshell, I'm going to end it there then, because no one wanted to see my OnlyFans.
Dave, if you move your head closer to the camera, Dave, and then you'll see what you'll look like with hair. But you got to line it up with my head.
I'll do it just in case it's
doing it the wrong way.
At the front of your head, Dave. The front.
Yeah, we need the bottom half of your face, Dave.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
A bit more. There we go.
I think that works for someone. I'm not sure who.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me. I can't see it.
Ah, no. Screenshot it, Jamie.
Oh, so I don't know how to hang about. Oh. It's because everyone's images are. There we go. I think that's just about got it.
Send that in the chat later, Jamie, and I'll see it. I say because all I can see is myself. Nice. I had hair like that, Jamie.
Once.
11 years old. Then it started falling out at 12. 12 chuffing years old. Can you believe that? 12. Yeah, you still got hair.
Get an implant.
Oh, get hair transplant from Turkey. Just stick a fez on your head.
Do you know what I used to do? I don't know whether I should admit this or not, but when it had just started to go, yeah, my hair was pretty much really dark brown, almost black, in fact, yeah. And when it just started to go, I used to fill the gaps in with black marker pen. Seriously, I did.
Oh dear.
Because it was only like little tiny patches, and it was just like a little bit there.
Yeah. Eyeliner's supposed to be good for that if you like thin it in like patchy bits, or if like someone like if you're cutting your hair and you get like a bald spot. Apparently, eyeliner of the same colour as your hair works well. Interesting tip for anyone losing their hair or has kind of got a little bald patch in their hair.
Yeah, I
Not that I have, but-
don't need that tip myself, but for anyone else who is losing
Not
their
now.
hair,
You could have done it when you were 12. But...
yeah.
I might try that instead of just for men.
Oh, just for men eyeliner. Right then, Dave, come on. We've been wanting to end this stream for about the last half an hour.
Yeah, we have. We will go there. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining the stream tonight on Hookster Talks. You've been awesome as always. And don't forget, forever remember, you were choice number 3. Choice number 3.
And 4. I was
And
4.
Yes, take that with you and remember it for the rest of your days. You were 3rd and 4th choices. Not 1st and 2nd, 3rd and 4th.
Oh.
So be happy with that. Thanks, everyone. And thanks to everyone in the chat as well. We will catch you later.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Yes, happy Easter, everyone. Don't eat too many Easter eggs and get constipated. That's not good. Not good. Don't want to be in hospital on Easter Monday. Nobody wants to be in hospital on Easter Monday. No. Moderation is key. Moderation is key. Yes.
Swap between egg, then the chocolate,
Yes.
then the egg. Because,
Then
you
the
know,
egg. Exactly. That's good
Different.
advice, Josh. Good advice.
yin and yang that.
Yin and yang. Yep. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Thanks to Josh and Jamie tonight for joining me once again on another completely unscripted Hookster Talks. One day I will have a script, and one day I will have a quiz, but not yet.
Next week.
I'm going to surprise you all one day.
Yeah.
Right, next week.
Thanks, everyone.
October 2024.
Oh, not that soon. I was thinking more 2026.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone. And good night.
Bye.
Bye. I will go back to my usual stream just before I say goodbye. So I'll say goodbye to the lads now. Bye-bye, lads.
Bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
Dave.
Bye. Bye-bye. Okay, thanks for everyone in the stream tonight. You have been awesome as always. Thanks to JW97, who says that he preferred the F1 coverage from 97 to 2008. I do agree with you. I do agree with you. Scott Barnes says, wasn't it 2002 because Ben Edwards and John Watson were commentating? I think you're right. And 2002 was F1 Digital Plus. Yes, it was. I remember that well. And there you go. So I'd just like to say thank you to everyone in the stream who contributed. F1, JW97. The Moan Yorkshireman still in this chat. He says, cheers, Dave. See you later. Catch you later, Josh. Thanks for being number 3 choice for Hookster Talks tonight. He can put that on his wall now. Have a little plaque on it. I was number 3 choice for Hookster Talks. So thanks to Josh, thanks to JW97, thanks to Scott Barnes, and also to Maximus Millionus. That's Ollie Jacks, by the way. We all know who that is. Thanks, Ollie, for being in the chat. Radios have heads as well. Thank you very much for being in the chat tonight. And Scott Barnes, of course, was in there. Matthew D'Souza was in there as well. Will F1. Who can forget Will F1? Nobody can forget Will F1. Thank you, sir. And Mr. JO2T94R. Thanks for being in the chat as well. And I think that's everybody. Oh, I almost forgot Mr. Helium Trophy as well, because he was right at the start of the show talking about women in lycra on a bike, which is my cup of tea exactly. Yes, that's what we need more in this world. Women in lycra on a bike. Just forget about everything else that's happening in the world. That's all you need. That's all you need. Trust me. So thanks, everyone. You have been awesome as always, and I will catch you later in the next video. From me, Mr. TB Bear, and Mr. Grugu as well. Look at little Grugu. Look, we're getting a complete family of what's-its turning up now for these shows. I tell you, it's ridiculous. We got Grugu, we got TB, we got the Hookster. It's all going on. It's all going on. Anyway. That's the lot. I'm going for dinner now. Thank you very much and good night. I'll catch you in the next video. You've been awesome as always. And I hope you enjoyed Hookster Talks. Good night.